Hello, in this video I will be briefly talking about the traditional dye known as henna. Henna or Mehndi is used as a natural dye for the body art and hair coloring, as well as being a potent hair conditioner. As a semi-permanent hair dye, a great benefit is that henna does not damage the hair, whereas constantly bleaching and dyeing your hair with chemical box dyes will eventually ruin your hair. Henna doubles as a natural hair conditioner by strengthening the structure of the hair, repairing the thin, weak hair strands, reducing split ends, and greatly reducing hair breakage. Hypothetically speaking, if your hair normally reaches around your waist level, then conditioning your hair with henna should allow your hair to go past that level. As a conditioner, henna also leaves the hair shinier, smoother, silkier, and slightly straightens curls by increasing the hair's weight and volume. But the effect that it has on your hair may vary depending on genetics, the environment, and the formulation of the henna mixture that you are using. Like using too much lemon juice or a very dry environment makes the henna treated hair stiff, requiring moisturizing treatments. Additionally, pre-treatments with box dyes, hair care products, or excessive exposure to chlorinated water may cause an undesirable interaction with henna, causing, for example, blonde hair to look brassy, turn green, or quite literally melt the hair off of your head. So although henna is a healthy way to condition your hair and dye your hair, it reacts badly with certain chemicals that could be present in the hair from previous treatments. So if you want to still dye your hair with henna, you are first obligated to perform a strand test as well as a sensitivity test to see if it is suitable for you. So what colors does henna dye the hair? So the main color stain of henna is orange-red. However, I observed that the color tone ranges from deep red to light orange. In fact, the Moroccan henna that I experimented with dyed my single white hair a golden yellow. So the shade of orange-red you get depends on the region where the henna was grown in. So generally speaking, Indian and Yemeni henna is darker than Moroccan henna in color. For a darker red, you can go with light mountain natural. In this picture, you can see the before and after comparison of Moroccan henna on dark brown hair. Although henna does not show that well on dark hair, you can see that the henna was still able to add a golden yellow highlight to the hair. Especially after the second application, it was a lot more noticeable and actually made my dark brown hair appear a shade lighter in color. You will also notice that my hair became a lot looser and straighter, whereas before, my hair was a lot curlier. So Moroccan gold henna is good for conditioning, but also functions suitably as a dye if you don't have black or dark brown hair. You would mostly see the color on lighter colored types of hair. But if you want a more vibrant red color, light mountain is the way to go. If you want to add a gold tint or highlight to your hair, or only want to condition your hair without adding too much color, then the Moroccan henna is the way to go. Another consideration is that hair dyed with all natural henna oxidizes over time to reach its true color, such that the coppery orange-red color may become a dark red. In contrast, the henna for hair chemical box dyes fades over time as it easily washes away when you take a shower. As for how henna imparts its color, you should first know that it does not lift hair color, nor does it bleach the hair. Rather, henna stains the hair translucently by depositing pigment onto the keratin proteins of the hair. That means if you have black or dark brown hair like me, you will only be able to see a slight tint of coloration in the sunlight. I suppose I have something to look forward to when I get older, assuming that I get a lot of white hairs. And actually, a lot of people use henna for white-gray hair coverage. Additionally, repeated applications darkens the coloration such that hair that's stained to a scarlet color would turn into a lovely burgundy with repeated applications. How to prepare henna for dyeing. It is very easy to dye your hair with henna, but before you begin, you should wash your hair with clarifying shampoo for the best results. Next, find pure, clean water like distilled water. Water that is impure like tap water can harm the gloss and finish that the henna produces on the hair. Then add enough water to the henna powder such that it is of a thin enough consistency in order to easily pass the paste to the hair. Note that the water should be nearly boiling hot, so when you add the henna powder, the henna immediately releases the dye. Cold water and acids like lemon juice elongates the dye releasing time by several hours, thus making the whole process longer, so you should avoid that. So go ahead and mix the paste, let it cool down, and apply it to the hair liberally, using a brush to touch up the roots, passing the paste through your hands, and finally massaging the henna into the hair to improve the absorption of the dye. Unused paste can be frozen for later use, and during the process you can wear some gloves and apply Vaseline around the hairline, the neck, the ears, etc. to avoid dyeing those places. And so some people like to keep consistent by dyeing their eyebrow hairs to match their head hairs. Now after the application, if you made the henna paste with hot water, then you only need to leave the henna in the hair for about 1 to 4 hours tops. If you prepared the henna with cold water and an acid, then you need to give it about 10 hours for the dye to release. In that case, you would leave it to cure overnight, and then apply it to the hair and leave it in the hair for another couple hours for a strong color stain. If you want to learn more about henna, you can find my henna article link in the description below. And if you are interested in buying henna, you can find links to the Moroccan gold and light mountain natural red henna in the description below. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'd appreciate if you like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye.